Hi Pep. Erling obviously got the headlines the other night at Leeds, but it was a good second half for Jack Grealish with a couple of assists, his first ones of the season. How much will that do for his confidence?
Jack doesn't need, of course I want it, he wants it. He has goals to change my opinion. So since I think one we are the light about Jack. I know the role has in Aston Villa was completely different. It was, the main here. Maybe has to adapt and that other environment, especially with the way to play. But since the day one, he set up perfectly. First, because he knows many of the English players he has, and especially the way he is. So, of course, we want to score goals. He's the first. And make assists, he's the first. But always play a good level. It's the personality, the character, how he can give us an extra passes thanks to him. When the ball arrives to him, rarely he doesn't lose the ball. And make another action, and help us to attack better the opposite side. And that's what we want. And of course he wants more, and what am I feeling is happy here, and this is good.
Hi, but obviously you signed a new contract now. I know in the past you've said that you don't want to go on forever like Fergie or Arsene Wenger. Have you got a date in mind about when you want to stop, or will it be a case of as long as you're happy here, you'll just keep signing contracts until?
No, I continue to say I'm not going to stay like Sir Alex Ferguson and Fergie, Arsene, that's for sure. But I don't know if I decide to continue. At the end, it's the papers. If you don't have a good results, and we see that the team, we are tired for each other, I will not finish this contract. So the contract is just a paper. If I extend it, it's because I had the feeling still, you showed me last two games against Liverpool and Leeds that still we are able to play good, really, really good against tough sides. And for the way they play, and we did many good things, and still I have the desire and the hunger to continue to do it. And because always I had the feeling when you win a lot, like it happened in Premier Leagues the last seasons, in one side it's easier to handle the situations, but in the other side, again, do it again, sometimes it's complicated. And because, for example, now Arsenal, they have done brilliantly and they are better than us so far, it's because they have, for a long time, they were not there. And when you are there, you want to continue to be there. You have been there. And this margin is like you cannot compete against them. You cannot fight against them. But right now, still being there, close, it's not as being at 50, 20 points. Maybe if we would do things, maybe we'll finish 50, 20 points behind. But still I would have preferred to be closer, but we are not finished still the first leg. 5 points is not a big distance. After winning 4 penalties in 5 years, and still see how we played against Leeds, when all the contenders won, and the pressure that we can still have this desire, that made me feel okay. Let's try to do it again. Let's prove ourselves again. And this is the main thing. I said, okay, I want to continue here. And the moment I feel something will be broken, so I will resign. That's for sure. Or will not extend.
Pep, you're talking about the title race and being 5 points behind Arsenal then. How much does experience play a part in title races, in that you've been there and done it before?
Always I had the feeling that the maintain to win the title race is the way we played. You play. If Arsenal lost one game and draw another one, continuing that duel, they will be champion. With this rhythm, is the rhythm now 100 points. So it just heads off, congratulate them. But it's many things going to happen. The Champions League is coming here. We have a Carabao Cups, we have FA Cups, we have Champions League, Europa Leagues, and many competitions. It's still not even finished the first leg, so many things is going. Still, I think is going to happen. But the way the title race, how experienced is the way you played, not because we have done in the past. We are going to do in the future. But if you continue to play, for example, the last 2 games we played, like we create more, we concede less, and last game we improve defensively in the final third, much better. Same position, the central defenders, we adjust better, and we can continue to improving. We will be there. For the quality they have, the players they have, will be there. At the moment, we believe something that we are not, or maybe we believe, okay, for Premier League 5 years, it's not necessary to do it. There's no chance. There's no chance for next season play Champions League. But you will see the title race for the, to the qualification of Champions. Newcastle is there, and nobody expected to be there. So one team less, and we can be there. So we have to be consistent for a long, long time to fight for the titles and next season be in the Champions League.
Has there been anything have you been surprised by the performances since you've come back?
I would say surprised not, because we have done it for many years. But at the same time, you don't know how the people is going to come back the World Cup. Yeah, when you are not with the players every day, everyone goes his own countries, and everyone had success or play good, bad. How they come back here. We are in 25 degrees in Qatar. We're 25 degrees in Abu Dhabi with a perfect come here with this weather. Immediately go to Leeds, Ellen Road, with a more intense team in the Premier League. You don't know how you're going to react. But they react really well, I would say. So the first, the second half, how everyone was commitment. That made me feel, okay, let's try to do it again. Let's try to do it again. Because if we don't do it, so against this opponent will not be possible. But that is the challenge, to do it again. How nice is still. Well, I said many times. What I'm proud of most is the fact that still we are there. Still we are there. In Carabao Cup, still we are there. Beating Chelsea, Liverpool, still we are there. That is what I'm so proud. That's why it made me feeling I want to continue to work with these guys in this club. Knowing that if we drop, it will not be enough. Because when you no win, you invest like we invest 6-7 years ago, and you didn't win anything. The first time you want to win, you have an extra. You have an extra. But we got it. Some players have 5 Premier Leagues. They said, no, why a new man should fight again? But that's why we need Ricos, Lewis. Because for him it's, wow, it's new. I want to be there. I want to play. I want to stay a long time here. I want to win one Premier League. I feel they don't win. And this energy is contagious. You give it to me. I give it to the players. And put pressure for the other ones. And it is so necessary. Because what you have done, you have done. But if you believe what you have done, I wanted to be here. So I'll be here because I got the salary and all my compliments, what I have done. Now I get the salary, what I have to do. And the players have to feel the same feeling. Not because I was perfect in the past, now I have to do it. No. Here is green. How you behave, no chance to play. You don't behave because still you are not, you have to wait. Because we need be consistent results every single day.
Just a very quick one about New Year's Eve, sorry. You said New Year's Eve is a bit of a distraction. Have you told the players they're not allowed to go out, or...?
When? Tonight?
No, tomorrow after the match, New Year's Eve.
I will play 5. So we have 5 days. Tonight cannot go out. That's for sure. But 31st we play at 3, and they want to be with the families and drink a glass of champagne to the best wishes for the next year. Of course they can do it. If we play first or second, no, but play 5. So we have time to enjoy the day.
Pep, you mentioned Newcastle there, and you obviously talked about them before the World Cup. They're the most informed team, I think 6 wins in a row in the league. They've conceded the fewest goals in the league. Can you see them still being in the title race come April, May? Do you think they've got the possibility of staying the course?
Nobody knows. Like, I don't know what's going to happen with our team, I don't know. But if they continue to play in this consistent, when we play the second game of the league, I think so, Premier League, in second or third in Newcastle, and we draw 3-3, going 3-1 down. I was in the locker room. I said, everybody, City, the champion, draw 2 points. Newcastle, how shit they are, how good is. I said, they're so good. So I felt Joelinton, San Maximin, Bruno Guimaraes, the structure, Trippier, all the guys, and Eddie Howe. I remember was more cautious with Bournemouth. They were so intense, aggressive. They jump, and I said, wow. But honestly, I could not expect. Maybe Newcastle could expect to be in the position like they are, but in that times, okay, it's a good game against us, the beginning of the season. But if they show this consistency, the best team, like you say, create more and concede few, are able to go against Tottenham away and play the way they play. I saw the game, and in general, how after 15 minutes in Leicester 0-2 or 0-3. So why not?
As well as the momentum they've got.
I think I would say that
they're not in Europe.
Sorry, I think that the Premier League, when I was in Germany or in Barcelona, I said the Premier League, it was that, no? That every team can compete and everyone. You know, in other countries, always one or two teams and they're going to finish. But I remember when Blackburn won the Premier League here or in other teams. So Newcastle can do it. Of course can do it. If they continue to do that, they can do it.
And they don't have European football. Can that work for them? The fact that they have longer to prepare for the Premier League games each week?
Yeah, it's a big advantage, I think so. Yeah, definitely. I feel it's a big advantage, yeah. Just focus on one thing is much better than Carabao's, and he's in the Carabao Cup still, but I think it's better, yeah, of course.
Last couple of guys will go to Stu and then to Simon.
Hi Pep. Just going back to Jack, you touched on the fact that when he was at Villa, he was the main man, the player who would give the ball and score the goal, make the pass. He's come here and he's on the pitch with 10 other players who are at that kind of level. Do you think that's been his biggest challenge in coming here?
I would say he got a lot of balls during the game. I'm not saying he is not in touch. He would score 2-3 goals in the first half, he made 2 assists. He's involved with a lot. Because we play a lot to finish in positions like last game, Riyad and Jack. So it's not, I'm impressed how he helps defensively, like maybe in that. But also I had the feeling when we play against Aston Villa, he was there, always had the feeling, the commitment to do it. Even say a bigger star can do it. That's why I like this type of players. I don't believe just because I am the captain of Aston Villa, number 10, I'm not going to do what the other ones had to do, and he is doing. So, and that's why and as a huge competitor is that it just has to break a little bit, you know, the fact that I'm going to win games for myself, I'm going to make this a step, and this is sometimes a question of time.
Hi Pep. Arsenal aren't used to being at the top of the table, and you're not used to Newcastle being as close to them as well. You've got new players to work with as well this season. Has it been a fresh challenge for you this season?
Everything is it, but it's not about Arsenal or Newcastle, like you say. It's ourselves. So we won in Leeds because we were ourselves, not because we won 4 Premier Leagues in the last 5 years. So you will be there. It depends on how you perform, not about because we are blue shirt or we have in the recent decade we were the best team in England. So it's not about that. I'm pretty sure tomorrow we're going to see each other because you cannot live without me. But if the guys cannot come, Happy New Year, okay, for you, your families. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. Happy New Year, okay, you, your family. Before it was a glass of champagne, what happened, Alex, here with the journalist? We're in a crisis.
Simon's missing.
A crisis, okay. All the best, guys. Huh?